Hello everyone, how are you? This is Kei. So today is the 15th of June on Thursday. So how are you today? I have been busy today. I was outside, went to some banks, and then came back, and then also doing some work. Also, of course, check charts, and then here I am. So yeah, let me get ready in few minutes, and let's see charts together. Okay. All right. So now let me change the screen. Okay, good to see you again. Thank you very much, everyone. So now let me first get the trading view. And check the markets. Okay, so here is a trading view, and I think you can see the full screen. I think in this way. So yeah, I think you saw what happened yesterday at FOMC. USD was sold, and we had some big impacts among the markets. So yeah, so now let me check also. Hold on, let me just get the news website and check together. All right. Okay, just hold on. All right. So yeah, let me just click on today, click apply. And today we had a news in New Zealand, and also unemployment rate in Australia. And then also monetary policy in Europe. And then retail sales in the US. And also there was a Euro ECB press conference. And we have no big news. So whenever I see news, before the news I don't take trade because we never know how the market will be affected by these news. So I don't trade by the news, but simply I stay away and come back after news. So that is my style. So let's see. So now Euro USD is bullish today. However, if you look at the daily time frame, the price is still within the Kumo. So that means it may be still spiky. The market may be resisted by the previous neckline of this resistance. So watch out on the retracement. I think this week, tomorrow, or the day after, tomorrow or next week, the market may retrace. So I was also watching some of these pairs. JPY pairs are all bullish. So here is a Euro JPY. There is a nice breakout of that resistance, 151.60. So, and Kumo has been really thick, so I think uptrend will be continuous. Just as I expected, this market is broke the resistance, and now it's bullish. And also, let me check the other JPY pairs. So here's USD JPY. USD JPY broke the P wave, but looks like it's resisted by the previous resistance, 140.90. So the market may retrace. It is retracing today. So yeah, USD JPY may not be the best pair to me. And then also pound JPY. I think some of you took the trades on pound JPY and get some nice profits. I also got some emails that some of the viewers of YouTube and also some community members have been following uptrend on GBP JPY. So this pair is also very nice. If you only look at the price candlesticks, then you may think that this is overbought, but for me it's not, because the Kumo has been really thick and up. So yeah, as long as Kumo is thick and bullish, it's uptrend. So, and also what's good about this pair GBP JPY is that if you look at the weekly time frame and zoom out, then there was a downtrend here in November 2016, and up to 188.77 there are no major resistances between here and here. So this means that so that's why I mentioned that this pair, once the market breaks bullish, we can expect some nice profits. And actually that's happening. Weekly is also bullish and daily is also bullish. So GBP JPY continuously is a good trend. And also it has been supported by the trend line. Now I think we have a new trend line like this way, and it has been bullish so far. Maybe we can connect the trend line all the way to the past like this. So we have the new trend line support and the market has been up so far. So it may retrace at some point, may retrace Tenkan-sen or the trend line, but in the bigger picture, this is bullish. So as a trend follower, I continue to look for an opportunity on this pair tomorrow and also next week. Okay, and then next one, the other JPY pair is AUD JPY. Yeah, so this pair is also bullish. It actually broke that resistance level of over here, 95.72. So this market is also bullish. Most likely today's candlestick will close above 95.72, which is the resistance from October 2022. So if it closes, then the next target is going to be on 98.61. So AUD/JPY also looks very good to me. So I will put up arrow above that resistance now. In the long term, this is bullish. And also, if you look at the weekly time frame, it's also breaking that resistance. Kumo is not twisted yet, but the market broke the Kumo and the breakout was really strong. So most likely weekly candlestick and also the daily candlestick closes above that resistance, and then next week we can expect a continuous uptrend. So AUD/JPY also looks very good to me. And also, speaking of another JPY pairs, here is the CAD/JPY. So here's weekly. Weekly chart is exactly on the resistance. So it may retrace, but the Kumo breakout happened. So if I just check the daily time frame, since Kumo is not twisted yet on the weekly time frame, the market may retrace in a short term but it may be supported by the trend line and goes up in the long term. And Kumo has been really thick and up. So yeah, I think CAD JPY is also another good pair to monitor continuously. But for this one, I will wait for today's close price and make sure that it closes above 105.78, the previous resistance. And then tomorrow, I may look for a buy opportunity. So that's CAD JPY. And finally, Swiss franc JPY is also bullish today. It just broke the resistance now. It's actually breaking that resistance now. So if it closes above 155.53, then we can expect the bigger pips. Continuous uptrend, so I will keep my up arrow above that resistance like this. This pair also has been supported by the trend line. So it may retrace to the previous resistance or to the trend line, but overall this is bullish. So that's another good pair to monitor. So looks like among the JPY pairs, I think USD JPY is not looking good, so I will take out the flag. But I will continue to follow the Euro JPY and GBP JPY, and also AUD JPY and CAD JPY and Swiss franc JPY pairs. So that's the analysis on these JPY pairs. And since USD was really weak from yesterday's FOMC, and also if you look at today's strengths of each currency, then USD, the orange USD is now bearish, and JPY is also bearish, and just like about 1 hour ago, GBP is bullish, and also AUD is also bullish. Euro was bullish, but now it's in a sideways, and Swiss franc is now bearish, but overall it's not really down, it's more like a range. And CAD has been also flat today. New Zealand has been bearish, but for the last 1 hour it just became bullish. So yeah, I think USD weakness in its currency may be continuous by the end of today or tomorrow even. So now let me also check some of the USD pairs. So here is the Euro USD. Again, Euro USD is very within the Kumo on the daily and near that resistance, so it may retrace. Tomorrow or next week may be the retracement or range. But with that in mind, if I just check the 4 hour, it's bullish. So in this case, I will wait for the breakout of 1.0910 in 4 hour time frame. And once it closes above that level, then I look for a buy opportunity. Otherwise, it may be resisted and retrace. And when it retraces, the market most likely will be very choppy. So yeah, I think that's something that you have to watch out on Euro USD. And also we covered USD JPY, so let me also check the USD CAD. So USD CAD is now bearish. So I think I mentioned this one before, that the market has been supported by the trend line on a daily time frame, once, twice, 3 times, 4 times, 5 times touches. So this this trend line has been really strong, but today it clearly broke bearish. So I think today is the beginning of downtrend, and I do expect that the market goes down continuously from today. So let me mark this one too. USD CAD is now bearish, and Kumo is bearish, but Kumo itself is really small, very thin. So that means I think the market will consolidate or retrace after this trend line breakout, then finally breaks. And when it happens, you will see the Kumo Senko Span B flat, while Senko Span A continuously goes down. And when it really goes down, then you will see both lines will go down. And you have the better situation, you have the better Kumo to trade. So I would wait for more bigger Kumo on USD CAD on the daily to follow downtrend. And also this week, if you look at the candlesticks, it has been a bit choppy. And that was choppy because it was near the trend line, the yellow trend line. But today it broke. So let's see if it continuously goes down or retrace and retest the trend line or the previous support on 1.3300 and also 1.3315 area. The market may test that area and then finally goes down. And retest is the better scenario to trade because again, then you will see the thicker and bigger Kumo. If it just goes down from today, tomorrow, next week, then the retracement might be huge and you may lose big or you may lose these potential pips. So the best of the best scenario for this one is to wait for the retracement and then Kumo, make the Kumo thicker and bigger, and then we trade. But either way, this is bearish to me, so I continue to monitor and look for an opportunity to sell on USD CAD. So let's continue to monitor this one too. And USD Swiss franc today is bearish, but the prices are within the Kumo. So the best scenario is to wait for the Kumo breakout and sell. So now, otherwise the market may be supported by the Senko Span A and it keeps ranging. And also Chikou Span is now touching. So when you see the Chikou Span touch, that means this is also range. In terms of the Ichimoku definition, it's range. In terms of the price action, it's also, this is downtrend because I can see that there was a reverse in the wave. So it's bearish. So yeah, I would wait for the breakout of the Kumo Senko Span A on the daily to be able to follow more stable downtrend. So then the other USD pair is the GBP USD. So GBP USD has been bullish too. This pair is broke that resistance level, and now it's strongly bullish. It broke the past resistances, and now it's targeting 1.3299. So I keep my upper row above that resistance, so I'm still buy biased on this one. However, if you look at the Kumo shape, this is too thin, so the market may test the previous resistance 1.2678, and it may become a support and the market may be bullish this way. I expect this scenario to happen sometime this for next week, so I wait for the retracement and then push back to buy. So that's pound USD. So yeah, Kumo thickness is really important in this, especially in this particular market. 4 hour shows good. 4 hours bullish continuously. Looks like it's just breaking that resistance again. So 4 hour shows a nice N wave forming. But the daily Kumo is a bit too small. And let me also check the AUD/USD. So AUD/USD, I have been waiting for the day to break that resistances, and today it's happening. So that is really good news to everyone. So now the target is on 0.7028. So I will put up arrow. But again, the Kumo is also very small, so the market may test the previous resistance area and then goes up. So that's AUD/USD. So I may not jump in the market on this one. Okay, and let me, since we covered the JPY pairs and USD pairs for now, let me also check gold. So XAU/USD, gold on the daily chart. Today is bullish. Yeah, but this is still being supported by the Kumo Senko Span B today. So if you want to sell gold, then the best scenario is to wait for the Kumo breakout. Like I mentioned previously, wait for the Kumo breakout on the daily. Or if you want to buy, then wait for the breakout of the neckline of double top, which is around 9079.5, then buy. So either way, I still now keep watching this market. Now it's range, and usually the market goes range when it's in the Kumo. You see how spiky it becomes within the Kumo for the last couple months. And here too, when the price is within the Kumo, then it becomes really choppy. There was a fake breakout, but then came back within the Kumo. And this is the second time Kumo breakout, which is not really valid. And the market was supported by the trend line and then went up within the Kumo. So in this case, the best scenario is to trade is to wait for the Kumo breakout bullish and buy. And you make some nice profits after this. So same is true right now. Now it's about to break the Kumo bearish. So my view is still sell biased. And also it broke the trend line. So I think the market will be tested by the trend line and then it goes down from here. So I'm waiting for more stable downtrend after the Kumo breakout to be able to sell. So that is the XAU/USD. Yeah, and also let's see. And also I can see that the I can take a look at the Bitcoin, BTC/USD, cryptos, BTC/USD. So like I mentioned, this is bearish. So it broke the support yesterday at FOMC and now it's going down. So I keep my down arrow and target is now on 23,692. So BTC/USD to me is still bearish downtrend. Okay, so that's my whole analysis on USD and JPY pairs in the markets. So now let me check some comments and say hi to everyone. Okay, good to see you. Thanks for joining, Gabby. Thanks for joining, Pouring. Good to see you too. And John, good to see you. Alright, Duanit, good to see you too. Kevin, thanks for joining. I'm good, thank you. Okay, Reza, good to see you. And Yasar, thanks for joining. Muhammad, good to see you. Okay, I see many comments. Okay, Reza says, I saw the 8-part of video about moving average on your channel. First, thank you. Also, I have to know you use moving average in your trade. I used to, but no, I don't. I don't use moving averages anymore. I now use Ichimoku Kinko Hyo only. Okay, Kenley, good to see you. Yeah, because the reason why I use Ichimoku only now is that Ichimoku has much more information than moving averages. Moving average is more simple, but especially when the market becomes really tricky and choppy for the last couple of years since COVID started, I prefer Ichimoku better. Okay. Good profit on pound JPY. Okay, that's good news. Okay, but Sam, good to see you. Thank you for joining. It's hard for me to find an entry in the 5-minute for GBP JPY right now. Yeah, if it's difficult, then don't trade. No rush, no rush. If you see the good setup, then take trades. And that's why I don't really monitor closely. If I don't see any opportunities, then I simply walk away and come back a few hours later and see if I can find the opportunity. I don't monitor chart, I don't monitor the 5-minute to wait for 3 confirmations. So it's like an encounter to the opportunities. Okay, yes sir, thank you for joining. XAU, Aussie, Ninja, and Euro. 93% between Tokyo opening and now. Okay. Okay. Some point on GBP JPY, alright. Okay, Win, good to see you. Powell, welcome back. Thanks for joining. Okay. Riding that Euro USD wave nicely. Okay, that's good. So Euro USD is now bullish in a 4 hour. So yeah, you can follow uptrend if you already took the trade. But again, watch out because this is on the neckline of the previous resistance. It may retrace within today or tomorrow. So once you see the retracement, I recommend you to just take profit. Don't hold this too much. Okay, nice JPY. This is weak. Will you enter trade today or you will come back tomorrow and see how the candle close and place any orders? Most likely I will come back tomorrow. Yeah, because looks like the JPY pairs are a bit too strong to me. Like just today broke, so it may retrace. Yeah, 4 hour Euro USD looks good. Yes, that's right. 4 hour looks good, but again, watch out on that resistance level. Okay, hello boss, good to see you. Okay, Photo, thanks for joining too. Yeah, GBP AUD. Okay, GBP AUD, I haven't done it yet, so let me do that for you and everyone. So, Pound AUD, the prices are exactly within the Kumo, so daily, no trend. And 4 hour is now bearish, technically, because the price once broke the support and then came back. We have a long 2 weeks, so looks like now this is in the middle of downtrend. So in the long term, I think this is bearish, but we never know how long it takes for the market to break the support and goes reversing wave, because this is still within the daily chart. And I say there are 2 weeks high, but I can see also that there's so many doji candlestick and also too many wicks up and down on the daily, so this is a bit too choppy for me. So yeah, still not, I think not a good chance to sell or buy. I would wait for the breakout of the support in a 4 hour, 1.85, and we'll look for a selling opportunity. I think that will be better analysis in the scenario. Or you can wait for the Kumo breakout on the daily. That will be even better, because even if it breaks the support 1.85, then the price will still be within the daily Kumo. So it may be still very spiky, choppy. Okay, let me check some more comments. Brandon says, hi Kei, I usually have trades overnight, but at 21 to 21:30 UTC, price spikes and stops my positions because trial profits. Do you know why this spike happens every day? That's, I think, when the new market opens on New Zealand, I think. Maybe that's why. Yeah, technically, the markets open 23 hours. I think it depends on the broker, but my broker opens 23 hours every day. So after New York ends and New Zealand open, Asian open, there is 1 hour gap. And because of this 1 hour gap, after New York close and New Zealand, Australia opens, the market usually becomes very spiky. And also spread becomes really wide too. So yeah, that's what happens usually. Okay, hello Django, good to see you. Alright, Gamer, thanks for joining too. Yeah, I think the markets are active, unlike for the last 2-3 years. I said this one. I said this. I think yesterday or a couple of days ago, that for the last couple of years, 1 or 2 years, the month of June has been really quiet. So I couldn't find some big trends. But this year is different. We still have some new nice breakouts on the JPY pairs, like pound JPY, and also we have some nice opportunities. So usually summertime, July and August and September may be quiet, but maybe not this year. So we may have some active markets in summertime this year. The pattern has been changing, so it's kind of interesting to monitor. Alright, hello yes sir, Rajesh, good to see you. Okay. Yeah, my Arabic lesson was successful, yes. Yeah. Yes. Okay. I'm adapting very well to your strategy. That's good. That's good to hear. So yeah, this is really simple. Like it's really simple strategy. Trend follow. That's it. Okay. John says, on one of your uploads, you mentioned that the harami is better to identify the candle in the higher time frames. Is there a difference from the higher to lower time frames when identifying that harami? Yes. I mean, if basically the technical confirmations would work better in higher than the mid time frames. So if you take the engulfing inside bar in the lower time frames and also outside too, outside bar breakout on let's say 5-minute or 15-minute time frames, then they may be fake. So yeah, that's what I mentioned. Even Ichimoku, I don't use Ichimoku in the lower time frames, like 5-minute or 50-minute, 1 minute, I don't use Ichimoku because it's a bit lagging. And Ichimoku reacts to the highs and lows on these 4 lines, Tenkan-sen, Kijun-sen, and Senko spanner AB. So when you see, for example, like a big spike, like long wick down or up in 1 minute or 5 minutes, then the Kumo shape and Tenkan-sen, Kijun-sen may show you some fake or kind of like a different, like not stable signals. So that's why I don't use Ichimoku in lower time frames. I used to, like a couple years ago, I used the part of Ichimoku strategies in lower time frames, but not anymore because of that reason. Okay. Okay, making above 200 pips, 200 profits this week. Okay, that's good. So just be consistent on what you do, then you should be fine. How do you usually identify a retracement? Retracement is when the market is, let's say, when it's on N wave, bullish, then retracement is like this area. When it's downtrend, then these are what I call a retracement. Like so there are trends, the market has trends towards up or down, but when the prices are against the major trends, prices are going against the major trends, then that's the retracement. And usually when the retracement happens, Kumo Kijun-sen will be flat. So that's when I don't take trades. So I don't enter in these timings, but I enter these timings only. So not these timings, but these timings only. So that's how what I identify by the Kumo shape. Okay, let me see. Okay, Reza says, I want to thank you very sincerely for the useful content you put on your channel. And I must tell everyone that no one shared their successful strategy with others, but you did. Oh, you're welcome. Yeah, I think it works for you because you follow me and you follow my rules. One thing that is difficult for everyone in terms of strategy in trading is that everybody has a different mindset and different personality and different goal, different way of thinking. So if you cannot think like me, then there's no way my strategy works for you. If you are the contrarian trader, or if you are the scalper's mindset, then my strategy may not work. And also, after you understand my strategy, then you have to practice and prove that it works for you. Then you should be fine in the long term. Yeah, recently the markets are trending, so you may be able to make profits, but the real challenge comes when it's ranging, or when it starts to retrace, when you have some losing streaks and what to do. But those scenarios should also be included in the strategy, and that's why I have my own risk management. So yeah, hopefully you continue to practice, don't be overconfident, always be humble and continue to practice, and you should be fine in the long term. If you want to do this in the long term, then that's the way to do it. But thank you very much for the comment. Okay, Martin says, Ichimoku saved me from a lot of troubles in the recent crypto markets. I'm still using in combo with stochastic and 2050 200 SMAs. Thank you for everything. Your knowledge is priceless. Oh, you're welcome. Yeah, personally, I don't trade cryptos, but I know Ichimoku works in cryptos as well, so that's why I share my knowledge. And I like to share my knowledge because it's fun for me to see those feedbacks, and also I learn a lot myself too. If I just trade, then I can still live myself as a full-time trader, and I have more freedom. I don't have to do YouTube. But so after I start my trading career back in 2013, I have been all alone for the next 5 or 6 years. I never had some traders friends. I never shared my strategies. Simply, I read books, I attended some seminars, I bought some new indicators, new strategies, new EAs, and developed my own strategy. But on this process, I had no friends because I thought trading is something that you have to do on your own. All the decisions have to be on your own. No one to blame, nothing to blame. If you lose, then you lose. It's not because of the strategy, but it's because of you. You have the poor risk management, or you have the poor mindset, and that's why you lose, was my mindset. So I keep reading those books of athletes and also gamblers, and train myself. So I did for the first 6 years and be profitable, get freedom. Then some of my friends came to me and asked me to share or teach my strategy. And that's how I started my YouTube, because I thought YouTube, I can upload some videos and that will be more easier for me to explain than screenshots. So that's how I started my YouTube, and I liked it very much. So I have been a teacher of Japanese language in the US, and also my major was psychology. So I'm curious about the people. I'm curious how people lose, how people win, how people have emotions, and also different backgrounds and cultures and so on. So yeah, that's also the reason why I wanted to start to share my trades. But one thing for sure is that even if you understand my strategy fully, it doesn't mean that you can make profits in the long run, that's for sure. Because again, you have to practice, you have to adapt my strategy to your personality, to your culture, or to your time zone to make it work for you. So yeah, that's what I found, I think. Okay, let me see, let me check some more comments. Okay, yeah, let's see. Emperor says, hi Kei, it's so nice to see you again, it's been a while. Alright, welcome back. Your teachings made a huge difference in my trading career. Have you been playing tennis lately? Oh, tennis, no. Right now it's too hot outside, and I didn't have a chance. Yeah, maybe next year I will. Okay, Yang says, your monthly performance review is really inspirational. Every time when I battered by trading, I watch your performance review and it tells me, yes, making living by trading is possible. Thanks, Kei. Yeah, it's possible. Yeah, it's possible, yes. I say it's not an easy way, but it's possible. Even now, I can't believe myself that I'm trading and living myself. Yeah. Every time I enter trades, I never know if this will be the profitable trade or not. I never know. and I never expect every trade will be profitable. But overall, if I keep trading in this manner, then I know I will be profitable in monthly and yearly basis, and that's what I do. So I don't care about these small losses, because I know they do happen. But you have to plan your trades before you enter trades, that's for sure. Okay, Pauline says, do you have a copy of your Excel sheet that you used to track progress that I can use? The spreadsheet is actually to teach my strategy, and that is shared among the Global Trading School and KTS Academy. If you join one of these communities, then I share the spreadsheet. Yeah, because that spreadsheet wasn't really looking that great when I was using alone. But I colored and I put more information on the spreadsheet for my teaching purposes. Okay, Michael says, hi case and words won't be enough how I'm thankful for bringing the KTS that really makes a psychology of winning day-to-day trading. Oh, you're welcome too. Wow, looks like today I have so many nice comments. So thank you very much everyone. Okay, Kevin also says, your strategy is very effective and powerful. Sensei, gradually I am able to use it in a good way to make profits. Appreciate what you have done to the community. Thank you so much, Sensei. Oh, you're welcome too. Yeah, that's all because you followed my strategy and you have been consistent. Now we see trends. Now we do see big trends, but 3 days, 4 days ago, we never know it would happen. So this is something I mentioned on the previous video, is that we have to keep planting the seeds. We just keep planting the seeds, because we never know which one sprouts. But once it sprouts, if let's say if you plant 10 seeds, and if 1 or 2 sprouts, that will be only 2 or 1 out of 10. But if this 1 or 2 sprout becomes big tree, and as a result, if you have more than 10 seeds, then you win. You get more seeds and plant more, and gain more. That's the cycle, I think, in a very stable way. So, and also you can't plant the seeds in the random soil. If the soil is dirty, if the soil is too dry, if the soil has no nutrition, then no matter how many seeds you plant, nothing will sprout. But if you plant in the good soil, then you have better chance that the seeds will grow. But even so, 1 or 2 or maybe 3 out of 10 seeds only may grow. But we just have to keep trying, just keep planting the seeds, because we never know which one sprouts. So like this one too, coming back to this one, 3 days ago when you are at this blue bearish bar, you may have thought that the market would be resisted and retrace. When you are here, for example, the market has been supported by the trend line and also the Tenkan-sen. But when you see this bearish bar, you may have thought that, okay, today is bearish, so tomorrow may be bearish too. And also, since there were 2 weeks up on that resistance, then you may think that this is retracing. And it may have retraced, and it may have broke the Tenkan-sen and the trend line and down to the Kijun-sen. That was also a possible scenario, but my strategy shows that this is bullish because Kumo has been bullish, thick and long. Kijun-sen is also up. The market has been supported by the Tenkan-sen and also supported by the trend line and Chikou span above candles. So you buy. This is near the resistance, but you buy because again, once it breaks, most likely the market goes up really fast. And it actually did. So I'm not trying to say that I'm right on my analysis. I never know if it broke this day or not. But one thing for sure is that if the market starts to reverse, I exit very early timing. But if it goes, I keep following the profits until it stops uptrending, then exit. Is my strategy. So this goes up and then when it retraces, I exit is my strategy. And as a result, this part becomes the tail of the fish. And this is the body part. And this part becomes the head of the fish. So this is my tail and head analogy. So this part is head of the fish, this part is tail. You don't take the retracement, you don't take the beginning of the uptrend, you just get the body part. Don't be too greedy, you just get the body part. When it's trending, then you should be fine. So this is all about the mindset. So again, if you are the scalper mindset or if you are a contrarian trader, then my strategy won't work. Okay, let me see. Boss says, greetings Kei, quick question. When you take a trade at lower time frames, how long do you stay in the trade? Or do you wait to hit the target or TP? Or do you have a time you wait for? How long I would stay in a trade depends on how the market goes. If the market goes back really fast, like let's say if I buy here, and if the market retraces, I exit very early timing. And I don't set TP. So this is bullish. If I have bought it already here, then I would have been following the trend yet. I don't take profit yet. And when it starts to retrace, as I monitor, I exit at the right timing. And I would never know how long I will be taking and trading profits. It may be 3 days in this example, or it may be 5 days, 1 week, 2 weeks, or if it retraces, it would happen within the day for sure, in a couple of minutes or hours. So it depends on how it goes in the market. Okay, John says there is an upload about the pattern of long green candle, doji pin bar, then followed by a long red candle. Is that reversal or continuation pattern? I think that's the reversal pattern, I think. Yeah, that looks like that's a reverse pattern, yeah. Okay, Brandon says, do you execute on MetaTrader 4? If yes, are there any other tools like trade managers that you use? I do use MetaTrader 5 for my executions. And I usually do by mobile. I simply press buy or sell by mobile and enter trades. So I do analysis on TradingView by PC because I want to check all different markets, different time frames, look for the entry edge, and also the strength chart and the news website. I have to check all these by PC. And once I decide to buy or sell, then I open MetaTrader and press buy or sell and set the stop loss by mobile too. That's how I manage my trades. Mobile is more handy and it's less lagging than the PC on MetaTrader. Sometimes it takes a while to launch the MetaTrader on PC, but mobile is more handy, I think. Okay, let's see. Felix says, Mr. K, I have a question on do MACD indicator is categorized as a trend follow indicator? For me, yes. Well, actually for me, I don't use MACD. I use stochastic indicator. But yeah, MACD stochastic, I use it as a trend follower strategy or indicator. Okay, Money says, hello Kason, are you trading based on only Ichimoku Cloud or you combine with other indicators? In higher time frames, I only use Ichimoku, but when I enter trades, I do use the Bollinger Bands and stochastic and some other confirmations. So I do use multiple time frame analysis and enter trades by the lower time frames. Okay, it's reaching to the end of the live today since it's about 1 hour now. So let me check some few more comments. And then I will do recap on my analysis on today's what I covered today, then finish the live. Okay, let's see. Arvind says, hello Master K, when do you exit a trade? When mid time frame Ichimoku becomes flat or you wait for the high time frame become flat? I wait for high time frame become flat. Then I exit my trade. Well, I look for my exit timing of my trades. Okay, let me see. Oh, Emperor, thank you very much for your comment also. Yeah, GBP USD, my trade yesterday, I exited at the news. Yeah, it went down at the FOMC, so I exited on my stop losses. Okay. Oren says, do you have any latest information about BNF? No, I don't. He's out of internet now, so we have no idea what he's doing. He doesn't show up anywhere. So yeah, I have no idea what he's doing. Oh, one of the things is that I heard that there is some account of BNF in Instagram somewhere, but I think those are not real because he doesn't speak English and he doesn't teach the strategies with anyone, and he never trades cryptos. Maybe he does now, I'm not sure, but because his account size is too big, he's not investing on these real estate and land and buildings and some other things, more bigger investments. So just be careful. Okay, so finally let me do recap on my analysis. So I have covered the JPY pairs and USD pairs. So Euro USD is bullish. It's on the neckline, so watch out on the retracement. Euro JPY is bullish. It broke the resistances, so it's really nice. And USD CAD is bearish. It broke the support, so my view is bearish. By the way, USD/JPY was resisted by the previous resistance level 140.90, so may not be the best opportunity to buy yet until it breaks. And Pound USD is bullish, continuously looking for a buying opportunity, but watch out on the FTMO, it may retrace anytime soon. And GBP/JPY is bullish, Kumo has been thick and long, so this one is one of the best pairs to trade. Oh, thank you for the explanation about BNF. Yeah, if you don't know about BNF, then search Forexkei and BNF on YouTube, then you can find some of my videos. And what else? So AUD/JPY is also one of the best pairs so far because daily chart shows that Kumo has been really thick, broke that resistance, so this AUD/JPY also looks good. And CAD/JPY is breaking that resistance now, and Swiss franc/JPY is breaking that resistance as well. And then let's see. Then let me also mention gold, XAUUSD. To me, this is range. Today, the market was supported by the Senko Span B. The prices are exactly within the Kumo, so this is very spiky. So wait until it breaks either bearish or bullish. And then BTC/USD is now bearish, like I mentioned a couple of days ago. So yeah, this is downtrend. If you sell, that would be great, but not the best chance to buy yet. Yeah, BNF didn't use Ichimoku. No, he didn't use Ichimoku. He was using moving averages and Bollinger Bands, and he was a stock market trader, stock and index trader. Well, he did use some indicators, but he was more experienced trader, so he looked at the numbers. You know, when you trade stock market, there are numbers, not the candlesticks, and he was monitoring, dozens of markets at the same time, and in different sectors, he selected which one to use, and then he entered trades. So he referred to these charts, but at the same time he was more into numbers in stock markets and took trades. And I don't think he used Ichimoku, because he never mentioned Ichimoku. Maybe he knew the name, maybe he knew, but as far as I know, he didn't use. Okay, so I think I will finish the live stream for now. So, okay, the light becomes very bright because outside is getting dark now. So yeah, again, thank you very much everyone. I hope you have a great week this week, and hope to see you again soon. So until I see you next time, please stay healthy, stay safe, and stay gold. Okay, bye for now everyone. Mata ne, thank you very much.